So in this video you're gonna see a cool fish. It's gonna bite right now. Yeah, a cool fish, a good old biggin. But also you're gonna hear a story. The story of this fish. And it's gonna be a bit of a bummer. But if it can help at least one of you to bury the hatchet with an old friend, it's gonna be more than worth sharing. So, thank you for watching. Okay, so this fish you're gonna see here is one of my top 5 biggest hatchery steelhead fish. I only have about 5 over 15 pounds. For wilds, it's more like 15 over 15 pounds, because you guys know wilds just grow bigger, especially bucks. Jeez, they're such big uns. So let me preface this. First, I'll say at the end of the video, I'm gonna do an honorary mention of some of my biggest hatchery fish. I'm gonna post some pictures of them just so that you can Google them. And that's that at the end of the video. But let's get back to what's happening here. Before I actually hooked into this fish, caught this fish, I hooked into it an hour prior. And I felt it for about 10 seconds. It was huge. I wasn't holding my reel properly at the hook set, so it spun and it hit my thumb and it actually bent the freaking little handle of the reel. So I was like, okay, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna fish here until I catch this fish again. And sure enough, an hour later, I got into it again. It was kind of nerve-wracking because, as you know, we all get excited when we hook into something big like this. We get excited when we hook into a steelhead, period, let alone if it's huge like this. There's gonna be the bite right there. Boom, slow-mo. Look at that, I love it. And then after that, you'll hear my reaction and freaking out. There she is. Oh my god. She is huge. Holy shit. Oh wow, I'm like shaking. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Oh, she's doing whatever she wants. I don't know if it's a doe. Probably not. Seems like a big buck. Oh my god. It is huge. So much excitement. It's giving me absolutely zero choice but to go down. Okay, we're running now. We're not running now. Please. Don't go that far down. What are we doing here now? What are we doing here now? Which way? Which way are we gonna go? Continue, please. Please, stay here. Stay here. So the full story behind this fish in this day is a little bit too real not to share. I have a few minutes before I land this fish, and I'm gonna try to make it as concise and kind of convey the actual story. Keep in mind, this was filmed on Valentine's Day 2024. My friend who is in the story, his name is Valentine. He passed away a couple years prior. in a very surprising to everybody way. I'm not gonna go into a detail with that. All I'm gonna say is he was my best friend, my only first friend and best friend on this earth. And me and him weren't on good terms before he passed away. I felt like he betrayed me. He felt like I betrayed him. And we kind of left it at that and never got good. A few months before he passed away, I realized my fault into the situation and thought it was time for me to get in touch and get past all of this. Sometimes things just don't pan out the way you think. I never got the chance to do it because just like that, he was gone. Anyhow, fast forward to this day. This is his name day, Valentine's Day. In my old country, we have name days. This is his. I'm fishing. I'm not thinking about him. This is part of my actual, I think, reason why he appeared. He actually appeared to me. Not in a flesh, not in a way that I can see him, but his spirit, his energy. As though to remind me, you motherfucker, you never call, you never get in touch. You know I always hated this. And I knew it. I knew he always hated that. I just kind of never kept in touch as much as he would want it, because he was exactly the opposite way. He really kept in touch. He would call on occasions, he would call on birthdays, and he would keep that warmth in the relationship like you're supposed to, you know, for people that you care for. And yeah. So I didn't have him in my thoughts, and as I met a cast, I had a distinct feeling of it's like something's behind me. And as soon as I got that feeling, the next immediate feeling is there was Valo, it was Valentine, it was him. So I get a feeling something's behind me. I get a feeling of Valo and Valentine. I turn around, I see there's nothing. I turn back towards my float, I see the float go down. I set the hook, but I couldn't grasp the center pin reel quite nice, and the thing spins out and kind of hits my thumb really hard, and I bent the actual reel handle, and I create all this slack line that I reel in, and I'm able to get to the fish finally. I can feel it for about 10 seconds. It's a big one, and then I lose it. After I lose the fish, I just kind of break down for a bit. I break down for a good half an hour. I'm not gonna say hysterical crying, but just all this emotion came right over me, man. Like, you know, like Vado came right to me on his day, and he just poked at me and was like, dude, what's happening? He blessed me at the same time as he kind of kicked me in the ass. And I felt it, man. I felt it. After the breakdown I had, I thought to myself, you know, this is Valentine. He always got my back. He wants me to have this fish. You know, me and him went fishing for the first time in first grade, 6 years old. I wish you all to have a friend like Valentine. And I wish you all to get over yourself and get over your ego and get good with somebody that you have a deep, old friendship with. It's worth it, guys. Otherwise, you'll lose somebody that you never even understood how much they mean to you. And that's that. Now, look at this big one that Valentine blessed me with. Check out how the adipus is half clipped. I almost didn't keep this beast. Thought it was wild. It's kind of cool. This is the fish of today's video. This is a 16-pound doe. There's another 16-pound doe. And this is my biggest, about 17 something. That was it for this video. Sorry to be a bit of a bummer and to get a little sad and personal with my story. You know, if this gets to just one person in some kind of a way where it helps them to reconcile with their best friend, it'll be all worth it. Thank you guys for watching.